Hello everyone, myself Uday Datrak. I'm planning to teach 100 plus unique web application security test cases in just 20 hours guys. You don't need to have any basic skills for this. I'll I'll take care of everything to make sure that you understand all these test cases. Search in YouTube for Uday Datrak. I have already uploaded 42 lessons guys. Before discussing another issue, I would like to talk about the week session random week. What do you say? Week session randomnesses, or like what is the name which I have given there for the other issue? Yeah, week session randomnesses. So do not check for those issues in any website without authorization guys, even though if they are listed on the bug bounty websites, because this is something considered as a denial of service because we are sending too many requests in short span of time. Like in just 1 minute we are sending around thousands of requests to generate thousands of session IDs on the server. Sometimes what happens if if the web application is using older versions of the HTTP server, they just get crashed and no one can access the websites. If their business is down, it might be cost to you guys. So make sure that you don't check for that issue on any of the bug bounty website. This is just for learning only. Yes. Now before going further, we will discuss about another issue called session identifier can be preset. Session ID or identifier, anything is fine. Session ID can be preset. What we are doing is we are going to give some random session ID like our own name in the session ID, and if that session ID name is accepted by the server, then it could be a security issue. It's not could be it is a security issue. Yeah. So to check that, what we are going to do is first we'll clear the burp history. Hey guys, before going further, can you please give a review about my videos in like Instagram or Facebook or what do you say, LinkedIn profile? Like just say that, like, your opinion on like these videos. Just share this link with your friends. Can you guys do that? If you can pass the video and if you can share it on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, it will be great guys. So let's go ahead now and we'll yes, localhost. Now I'll try to log in into the application with a valid username and password. 1 second. This is not a application code related issue guys. This is the issue related to the HTTP server, and this can be fixed only in the HTTP server settings itself. Okay, now I have successfully logged in into the application using username password. Now if you could see, there is a one request which is sending the username and password to the server along with the session ID. Now I'll take this request, send to the repeater. Now when I send the request, replay the request, it is showing 302 follow redirection. So whenever we enter the username and the password page, it redirects. So we click on forward redirection. Now it took us to the login page. So what was showing on the login page? Uday Datrak. We'll confirm the same whether it has taken us to the same page. Yeah, Uday Datrak. Or else you can click on the render button, it will show us the GUI. Yeah, it is the same page guys. Now what I'm gonna do is, to check this session ID can be preset, you should not modify you have to remember 3-4 things guys. First thing is that the session ID length should be same. It should be these many characters itself when you modify it, and make sure that you should not modify the complete session ID. So in order to check, instead of NV here, I will give as UD. Okay, and then not on this page guys, sorry, we need to go back to the login page. This request actually. Right click, send to repeater. Even if you right click on send to repeater here, that's fine, or else you can click here too. Anything is, yeah. Now while sending username password to the server, I'll modify the last two characters of the session ID NV to UD and I click send. Now it is showing us follow redirection. That's okay. Can you guys see? Using this UD, the server accepted this as a session ID and it has successfully logged in. Now let's check once again. We have to take the login request, whether it's a get request or post request, doesn't matter. We'll right click, send this to repeater. Now instead of 2 characters, I'll try to send 4 characters. Even if it is like able to access the last 2 characters, then it's a security issue, guys. Now I have given my name itself within the session ID and I click on send button. It is showing follow redirection and yes, the server accepted the session ID as Uday. But if you give one more character, it doesn't accept, guys. Make sure the length should be exactly as it is. Sometimes some web application accepts, but it's a good practice to test is make sure our modified session ID length will be same as exactly the previous one. And secondly, we should not modify the complete session ID. We'll try to modify only 2 to 4 characters. So now since the web application accepted the modified session ID as a valid session ID, then it's a security issue, guys. The server should make sure that the server accepts only, the server should not accept the user generated session IDs. The server should create a session ID by itself. So how do you take the screenshot of this issue, guys? Open the snipping tool and this window is very big, so I'll just drag so that, yeah. Now I'll take the screenshot to prove that, yeah, this is the issue, and I'll just copy this here and I'll MS Paint. I'll highlight 3 things for the developer to understand quickly. First one is login page request. It is the user modified session ID Uday and we successfully logged in. It has shown the internal page after modifying the session ID. So session ID preset. So this is the security issue, guys. You can save anywhere you want. So now this is it. How easy it is. You can take the request while sending the username password, modify the session ID. Once you modify the session ID, when you enter username password, it should be able to log you in. Generally, if it is secured, if it is a secured website, it doesn't allow you to log in, guys. So it will again redirect you to the login page itself asking for the username and password.